And now I'd like to introduce our three stars from Breaking Dawn. Kristen Stewart. Lautner.
Can you guys move in the middle?
And Robert Pattinson.
Middle? Whoa. Robert.
Okay, good. Sorry. Okay. All right. Looks like our first question right here.
I asked my readers, your parents, some questions that I can ask you now. Two questions. What was it like filming in Brazil? And how does it feel to be loved all over the world?
I know, it's very hard.
All of that
Filming Brazil was great, right? That was amazing. It was amazing to that's where Stephanie wrote The Honeymoon, and to go to actually, and she actually hadn't been, but we went in search of what she wrote as Al Lesbian, and we found it, right? It was very cool. We would take a cat road trip to work together. That was great. We got stranded. That was what else?
it was nice being able to shoot on the actual streets and see the people. To see that within the context of this movie is definitely jarring in a great way. It's very good.
Yeah.
Love over the world. I'm just going to wonder. We love over the world. It's nice. It's different. I don't know. It's love necessarily, but in shooting in Brazil, I don't even know where I'm talking. Shooting in Brazil, it's interesting. One of the interesting things about having an international fan base, every single country has a totally different reaction to you and to the movie. And shooting on the street in Brazil, compared to people trying to sneak a picture or something, or shooting in the States or Canada, like in Brazil, people would literally just go and try and grab you. And so it was pretty fun on the set.
In the shot, yes.
In the shot, yeah.
And you were there trying to tell her because there was an extra who looked exactly like you.
So weird.
It was so weird.
I was not there. I knew about Brazil, but I was not there. But they came back and they showed me this picture. Or they told me first that there was an extra that looked just like me. I was like, okay. They showed me this picture that I even thought was maybe the weirdest thing. So, didn't you guys have to place him further back? In case the camera.
Oh, we kept pushing him over him.
That's the thing, he was acting like you too.
Yeah.
He looked like an Eclipse poster.
Totally rewriting the story. They go on their honeymoon and there you are.
That would be so hilarious. The camera just is going over, you guys are walking through it, and I'm just standing there like this. Just watching you guys.
Never gives up.
Your next question's right here.
Do you think the Breaking Dawn movies will truly be the end of the Twilight saga, or do you think there'll be some sort of spin-off or continuation of it in the movies somehow?
Yeah, like breakfast time. Twilight Eclipse.
What, like cereal box?
Breakfast. I don't know, it's not Stephanie. Yes, I'm second that.
Yeah, breakfast time.
I think she always says it's the end of the Bella. It's the end of the Bella Edward story. I think, but I mean, especially in the second movie, there's so many new characters that I'm sure. I'm not sure, but I suspect she'll want to revisit them at some point.
You sound like you have some secret knowledge.
Over here.
I have a question for the actors. What was the most, out of all the Twilight films, what was the most secretive scene that you had to film? And also, what was the scene that you had to film that you felt was probably the most exposed to fans?
The wedding was definitely, it was like Secret Service style, insane. I mean, the crew was completely inconvenienced and just, grumbling around the set like, cell phone.
No cell phone.
Yeah, exactly. It's you don't understand what this means, so thank you so much, like, if this dress gets on the internet, I'll die. But that really was crazy.
And then there was a helicopter, right, as you're ready to take us out.
I had a Volturi cloak on, because that's all we had to cover up. It was really funny.
What was the scene you felt was the most standing access to the set?
That probably been resolved, I guess. Not really, I mean, we didn't have to do anything which was like too sort of intimate or anything where there were a lot of people around. I mean, or not all, we didn't know there were a lot of people around.
We didn't know when we were being like photographed and stuff. That was always a weird experience after the fact. I'm like, oh, the whole scene.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This movie is very loud. A lot of the movie takes place like inside. So most of our time spent we were in Baton Rouge filming on stage, and then we had 2 months in Vancouver. But I mean, this Breaking Dawn's very like intimate, and I just feel like they did a really good job at allowing us to just be creative and just be able to spook each other. We really didn't have to focus on being distracted and anything like that on this movie.
They protected us.
Over here.
Right here. This question's for Kristen. I feel like Breaking Dawn was such an emotional journey for Bella. You got the honeymoon, wedding, getting pregnant. What was it like filming for months, and how did everything that was happening to Bella kind of affect you personally?
Everything. I can't draw a line between myself and stuff that I do. It's funny, I don't want to make it sound like it's not just about this, but really with everything that I do, it's hard for me to take myself out of it. I've been building up to these moments for 4 years. I was 17 when I started doing this movie. And, this one really is loaded with those really cathartic, impactful, huge life moments, and they're not all completely fantasy. They're really, very rooted in a reality that I can completely see myself in. And anyone who reads the book could imagine it. Shooting the scenes, I had to kind of let myself realize that these moments will find themselves naturally, and I can't let the book, punch me in the face every morning to wake me up and give me some face. You have to, let the moments happen. And they did, and I tried to, we just sort of went for it. And a lot of it, I do feel like it's very, very close to the book and really sincere telling the story, but at the same time, we sort of added bits. There are surprises that surprised me too, in the more iconic bits, in the wedding and the honeymoon, and lots